What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing something kind of fun. We're going to be doing a trading Kyler Murray Arizona Cardinals rebuild today. Now, before we get into this video though, guys, I'm going to quickly ask you to leave a like in this video and of course subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've not already. Always greatly appreciate it and helps grow the channel. Thank you guys so much for that. But of course, the reason why we are doing this is because there's been so much speculation right now around Kyler Murray about unfollowing the Cardinals on Instagram and deleting everything that has to do with Arizona on Instagram. So everyone is just like, whoa, what is Kyler Murray doing on social media? Is he going to get traded? Is he going to baseball? Or I don't know, man. So I thought it'd be fun for entertainment purposes today, if I could speak, to go ahead and do a trading Kyler Murray Arizona Cardinals rebuild. Obviously, that's like one of the worst case scenarios for that to happen to Arizona. So yeah, this should be interesting to say the least. So let's go ahead and just get started with the negotiation stage with some guys that obviously we'd like to bring back. So I mean, this team obviously went 7-0 to start the season, and then they lost to Green Bay and then just kind of spiraled out from there a little bit. So there are some guys here that I do want back for this team, of course. So we're going to make sure to get Chandler Jones back 100%. So let's make sure we resign Chandler Jones. I think that's a no-brainer. Definitely would love to have my man Chandler Jones back on the Arizona Cardinals and not lose him. So with okay, never mind. We might have to franchise tag him, which I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I do not want to lose Chandler Jones. That's a guy you definitely franchise tag. But like I said, with us losing Kyler Murray, if we're going to be trading him away, I still want to compete. So I'm not necessarily like going on, full on rebuild. And like I said, this may not even happen in real life. This is just kind of a little, it's a crazy rumor going on right now. And then James Conner's not interested at all. James Conner's just not interested in coming back at all, which is just kind of interesting. So I would like Christian Kirk back as well, though. We're not going to get AJ Green back. And then Zach Ertz, I'm probably not going to re-sign. AJ Green, I'm not going for. Although we did lose James Conner, I definitely would like to get Chase Edmonds here. So our cap situation isn't going to be the best, and he would like to play for a new team next year as well. So okay, we only got literally Christian Kirk and James Conner back from negotiation stage. But like I said, since we are trading Kyler Murray today, there's gonna be a lot of teams interested. Now I will want a win now package in return, and of course also things that will help me out in the future in the long run. That's basically what you'd want if Arizona was forced to trade Kyler Murray away. So this is one of those things where I wish Madden had themselves a trade finder, because I know there's gonna be a lot of teams interested in Kyler Murray. So this just seems like a nightmare though. If Arizona was forced to trade this man, we have literally no running back, which is just kind of crazy. We have Rondale Moore, DeAndre Hopkins, Christian Kirk. So I don't really know what I'm going to trade Kyler Murray for yet, but we're just going to go ahead and I guess start the video off with that. I don't really know the cap situation, how we're going to be able to make that work either. So this is going to be an interesting video for sure, because we don't have a ton of cap space. We're trading our young quarterback away. So I really don't know what to expect. We have a lot of positions we need to fill. So I guess it'll be good that we get some draft picks in return. But yeah, it's definitely looking pretty rough for us. We'll go ahead though and start this off, like I said, with trading Kyler Murray away. And I guess we'll just see what we get in return. I really don't know what to expect. Let's just see what happens here. So here's the package we're doing. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. I can't believe we're actually doing this. We're trading Kyler Murray away to the Philadelphia Eagles for Jalen Hurts to be our brand new quarterback, and then 2 top 10 draft picks. Don't really know why the Eagles have 2 top 10 draft picks, but let's just pretend they do, I guess, and we get 2 of those picks. Regardless, you're going to want more than 2 first-round picks. Unfortunately, I only have 3 slots here in Madden. So Kyler Murray for Jalen Hurts and 2 first-round picks. That's going to help us out a little bit, of course, while adding more talent to the roster. But now Jalen Hurts is the quarterback here in Arizona. Now, what a nightmare that would be, like I said, for Arizona if they were forced to trade away Kyler Murray. If that really was a thing that could happen. I don't really know if Kyler Murray would have the leverage to get himself out of Arizona like he might want to. But like I said, it's just all speculation right now. So we really don't know what's actually going on. But we definitely need to improve a lot of positions here on the defense. Secondary actually isn't too bad outside of like maybe a corner. Our middle linebacker and linebacker positions actually aren't bad either. So it's kind of the defensive line and corner. So the defense actually isn't too bad. It's actually pretty solid. You could use a nose tackle here, but we could use one of our first round picks for that. But the one thing I obviously do notice is the offensive line is very aging, and we don't have a running back, and we don't have a tight end. So, I mean, we can go ahead and start free agency off with seeing if we can maybe get one of those positions here. So we're going to have about $12 million. Nothing crazy. James Conner was obviously out here, and he was really good for Arizona. So I did want him back, but he just was not interested. So tight end position. You got Gronk, Zach Ertz, Schultz, Tanyan, Eric Ebron, Max Williams, Hayden Hurst. I don't really want to waste my breath on any of these tight ends. To be honest with you, Melvin Gordon, James Conner, Raheem Mostert, Chase Edmonds, Rashad Penny, Sony Michel, Ronald Jones, Marlon Mack. So you could take a chance with one of these like running backs out here. But low-key, I would just love to have James Conner back. Like I said, he was really good for us. So I'm going to go ahead and get James Conner. Hopefully back here in Arizona. Was honestly a stud for them. So came over from Pittsburgh. Was really good in Pittsburgh at one point. And then kind of fell off a little bit. And then, of course, he came to Arizona. Was really damn good for them. So that'll be one position we address. And then I guess the other thing that I would like to address, maybe in free agency if we can, is maybe getting another offensive lineman. So we have Laken Tomlinson here on the other side. Then we have Austin Corbett, Will Hernandez, and then right tackle position Morgan Moses. So I've gotten Austin Corbett so much that I'm going to go ahead and try to get Laken Tomlinson instead. He's probably going to be a little bit easier to get as well because we don't have a ton of cap room. So if we can get Laken Tomlinson for this packet, yeah, he's not going to accept that, is he? Okay. So we'll offer Laken Tomlinson maybe a little bit of a better deal potentially. Let's see if there's any way we could free up any money here. Don't really know if I'm going to be able to. If we look at the savings and see where we could cut someone, we have Rodney Hudson. So we could literally free up $11 million, but he is our best offensive lineman right now. And his contract will be expiring next year. So it's not the worst thing in the world. So we'll probably end up keeping him around. We could cut Justin Pugh. I mean, we are about to sign Laken Tomlinson. We got Phillips here as well on the edge. Free up about $7 million, $3 million. Jordan Hicks. I mean, yeah, that could actually be something. We cut Jordan Hicks, 1 year left in his contract. That should free us up just enough money, I believe, in order to sign Laken Tomlinson. And we have Xavier Collins sitting behind Jordan Hicks anyway. So I kind of like that idea. So let's go back in here and let's try to get Tomlinson again with maybe a little bit of a better deal to him. So freed up enough money, and we're going to give him like a 2-year deal. So that's going to just bring some protection on the offensive line for, of course, our man, Jalen Hurts. But I still need to increase the offer just a little bit more. He's still not really interested in what we offered. So that'll probably be okay. So I assume he could accept that, or he could wait till next week. So we'll go ahead and renegotiate with him next week. Let's see if we get James Conner first and foremost, because that's going to be pretty important. We do need a running back very, very badly. So hopefully we get James Conner here. Hopefully day one went pretty well. And of course, everything else is going to be coming through the draft. But this is going to be more of a long-term rebuild. So we're not only focused on one offseason, we're focused on the long-term. So we get James Conner to immediately become our running back, which is great. We needed that very, very badly. So if we go to free agency again, let's go back to Tomlinson. And he has a lot better offers out here. So we definitely have to come with a bigger contract. So let's see what I can make happen here. I do want him very badly. So 69 total points. I really do not think I'm going to be able to get to him at all. So yeah, that's unfortunate. We still have a little bit of money though. So where do I want to spend this money? We definitely could use it. We definitely could use this money. We need to use it. Matter of fact, I mean, it could go for Dalton Schultz as our tight end, I guess, for Jalen Hurts. Maybe we go that route instead. He's only 26 years old. Could be a solid tight end, 100 total points. We're going to be his number one offer just by a smidge. So I'm going to offer him a contract, and then hopefully we get him. And then other than that, we're probably going to head towards draft night. So hopefully we get Dalton Schultz to fill out our tight end position void. And then we'll head to draft night and, of course, draft whoever else we can get to fill all the other holes we have on our roster.
Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a DFS player props website that allows you to go over or under on players' projections. You're facing no one in the world but yourself and the numbers. So let me go ahead and show you a few examples of how it works. So on this example, I went for a flex play on Deebo Samuel, Cordell Patterson, Laviska Shenault, and David Johnson, who were all able to hit or go under the numbers, which led to me getting $170. That's just one example. And here's another example where I didn't actually get everyone correct, but I still didn't walk away with nothing. Aaron Jones was able to hit over his fantasy score. Chase Edmonds got over 10 fantasy points, and Mercedes Lewis got under 18.5 receiving yards. But unfortunately for me, DeAndre Hopkins did not get a touchdown in this game. If you do decide to sign up, my link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables. They are offering 100% deposit match up to $100.
So the great news is we did get Dalton Schultz in free agency. So that filled out our tight end hole there. So now we can go ahead and jump into this draft with 3 first-round picks and see what we can get at number 4. I'm really hoping... Oh, that's exactly who I wanted with my 4th pick. That is so unfortunate. Really wanted Derek here at the 4th overall selection. But of course, we're still going to be able to get somebody solid no matter what. So I guess let's take a look at what's available. So if Kyle Hamilton, Evan Neal. I mean, we could use offensive line help as well. I'm not going to be drafting a quarterback, I don't think, unless if you really just don't believe in, you got Tyler Linderbaum. If we don't believe in, obviously, we got Andrew Booth down here as well. So we don't believe in Jalen Hurts, I should say, if I can finish my damn sentence. Okay, so I'm going to draft, I think, I mean, who's our right tackle right now? I can't even remember. We do need an offensive lineman, but we also need defense. So our right tackle position is a C, and I really don't even remember who we have there. We have Budda Baker already at strong safety, so I'm a little, hesitant to obviously draft Kyle Hamilton. Left end would be a huge need as well, but I'm gonna go ahead and draft Evan Neal, get myself a right tackle here at number 4, and of course we have the 9th overall pick as well. But I really badly wanted Derek Singletary, man. That is so unfortunate we did not get him. So let's go to our 9th overall selection, and let's see what we can get here at number 9 as well. Don't really need wide receiver. We have Desmond here. Don't need quarterback. Don't really want to go that route. You have DeMarvin Neal here at left end, so that could be something we definitely look at. We have an A- left end. I forget who. Oh, JJ Watt, of course. Right in though, we could throw him on the other side if we wanted to. And JJ Watt obviously isn't the long-term answer there, so we could take him here. That makes a lot of sense. Obviously, we could draft a center. We could draft a nose tackle, draft a corner. There's a lot we could do here. So what do I want to do here? I'm pretty much leaning between DeMarvin Leal or obviously Jordan Davis. So honestly, kind of feeling the need to go ahead and draft DeMarvin here. B awareness, B play recognition, B impact block. I'm going to take him here with my 9th overall selection. That's going to be a good solid selection here. And then we still have the 23rd pick overall. So hopefully we can get like another nose tackle potentially here. Maybe Jordan Davis fell down the board and we get lucky enough to have him. So hopefully that's the case. Matt Corral, Charles Cross, Sam Howell, Jordan Battles on the board. We still have a corner, Trent McDuff. Okay, so we didn't get that lucky. Sanders would have been here as well. I maybe should have just drafted Jordan Davis and then drafted Sanders here. A little bit of an L, I will admit, but it's all good. Malik Willis, so it's Daxton Hill. Free safety position, B man coverage, C zone coverage. He's not too bad. A stamina, A awareness. Okay, that might be something we take a look at potentially. But and then what else can we get here? Jordan Battle, Kenneth Walker, if we wanted to draft a running back behind, and then a corner. So let's go ahead and take a look at Roger here. He's got B press, C man coverage, A awareness. We do need a corner. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and draft Roger here with my later pick in the draft. So we needed a corner pretty badly. I'm not going to lie. So let me make sure what else we need here in round 2. And then I'll make sure I'm going to make a good selection in round 2. That way I'm not wasting my time. We'll take a look at the roster real quick. And we'll regroup and see what we get here in round 2. So nose tackle is probably literally our biggest need, but I'm not really sure that's going to be available here. You got Owen, Isaiah Spiller, Kyron Williams, Marcus Hooker. I wouldn't mind drafting another running back, to be honest with you as well. Haskell Garrett's still on the board. We could draft him maybe. We do need a defensive tackle. C block shedding, D tackle. Do I kind of gamble and hope he's here in the 3rd round and we draft a running back to play behind James Conner or what? I don't know, man. Just kind of spitting. Isaiah Spiller, I know he's pretty solid. This man looks great. I don't know, man. You know what? I'm going to draft Isaiah Spiller. I'm going to draft him here. He's going to be our running back behind James Conner. Could potentially take over for him as well. And then if Haskell Garrett, happens to fall here in the 3rd round, I'll be very, very blessed with that. So hopefully I get that lucky. Not sure I will get that lucky, obviously, but let's see. We got Ty here, Nolan Smith, Merle Robinson. I'm not feeling we're going to be that lucky. Mario Overshown. What else do we got? Not going to get that lucky. I don't think Haskell Garrett's available anymore. So nose tackle is still a big gaping hole, and none of these guys look that great. Okay, let's go to all the players we can draft here. And you know what? We might draft Mario Overshown because we have a lot of scouting on him here out of what college is Demario Overshown from? I forget. Let's see. He's from Texas. That's right. Okay. Like I knew that. I'm pretending to know that. I don't know why I'm pretending to know that. Okay, let's go ahead and draft Demario Overshown here. We'll get an outside linebacker to eventually replace Marcus Golden. And that'll probably be my last selection here in the draft. So that's it. Let's go to next season and see how this team's going to look going into season number 1. So with Kyler Murray gone, this is kind of what our team looks like. We have Jalen Hurts at quarterback, James Conner, Isaiah Spiller, Christian Kirk, Antonio Gandy Golden, DeAndre Hopkins, Rondale Moore. The offensive line is obviously aging. At least we got Evan Neal here, I guess. And then if you take a look at the defensive side of the ball, you got Leal here. We don't really have a nose tackle, like I mentioned. And of course, you have Demario Overshown here. And we have a head development corner here on the other side. So obviously, not the best looking roster. I'm not really sure what to expect this year. Jalen Hurts is the one leading us this season. So do we make the playoffs? I I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's wait this season. This could be interesting. We obviously don't have Kyler Murray anymore. We traded him away. So we'll just see how this goes, man. So the season didn't go as bad as I thought it was going to go. We went 7-10, you know, small strides, I guess, after losing Kyler Murray. I mean, what can you really do? Jalen Hurts is up to a 78 overall, it looks like. So maybe that could be a good thing for us. But let's go ahead and take a look at the player stats, kind of see how Jalen Hurts did and see if he's the future of this team. So 22 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, 4,100 yards, 4,100 yards. James Conner, 924, 11 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts, 500 rushing yards, and Isaiah Spiller, 133 and 7 rushing touchdowns. Receiving wise, Christian Kirk, 1,300 yards in the season. DeAndre Hopkins, pretty disappointing year, not gonna lie, 900 yards. Rondale Moore with 900, 500 from Dalton Schultz. And then if we take a look at the defensive side of the ball, sacks wise, we had Chandler Jones absolutely go insane, 17.5 sacks, and of course JJ Watt with 13.5. Leo had 5, and then 2.5 from Golden, 2.5 from Phillips, and 2 from Isaiah Simmons. Interceptions, we had 4 from Roger, so he came in and was kind of a little bit of a ball hawk there, so that's a W. And then safeties, block kicks, we had 2 from Devin Kennard and 1 from Jalen Thompson. So the Dallas Cowboys ended up beating the Buffalo Bills. We had TJ Watt win Defensive Player of the Year, Matt Corral wins Offensive Rookie of the Year, and Roger won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Roger McCrary is how you say it. I don't know if that's actually how you say it. Dak wins Super Bowl MVP, and that's a W though. And look how much cap space we're about to have, $126 million. Okay, I assume it's because we're gonna have a lot of impending free agents, but still, you know, that's a W in itself. One thing I do want to look at before we actually go and take a look at our, you know, free agency, what, you know, kind of developments do we have going? So James Conner, Isaiah Spiller's up to an 87. Neal ended up being a superstar development. I assume Rogers is a superstar as well, W. So that was a W draft pick. And then other than that, obviously we have Leo sitting behind Phillips. So there's definitely going to be some roster change this next season. We're going to have a lot of veterans probably walking away, to be honest with you. It's going to be like Chandler Jones potentially walking. JJ Watt might be a free agent as well. I mean, $126 million. So obviously there's going to be a lot of guys that are going to be probably impending free agents that we need to re-sign if we want to bring them back. But we're going to be very careful about how we do this. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we have Chandler Jones, who just had a fantastic year. So letting him walk for nothing would just be kind of dumb, I feel like. JJ Watt also had a great year, but at the same time, these guys are 33 and 34 years old. So Byron Murphy, I want to bring back. Jalen Thompson, I want to bring back. DJ Humphries potentially as well. But after that, I don't think that's, yeah, I don't really want to trade anyone else, or I don't want to deal with anyone else. So basically, I think what I want to do is I'm going to re-sign Chandler Jones to trade him. I just don't see where we should just be letting him walk for nothing, basically. So Rodney Hudson, I'm not worried about. But let's go ahead and get started with Byron Murphy. Definitely want to bring this man back for sure. Keep him in our cornerback room, obviously. So we'll bring Byron Murphy back, and he's back. W. So we get Byron Murphy back, and then we'd like to keep Jalen Thompson as well, to be honest with you. So if we can get Jalen Thompson to come back, you know, keep our secondary a little bit intact. He's back. Let's go. So and then DJ Humphries, Justin Pugh, not going to worry about. So you know, DJ Humphries, let's see how much he would cost us. He'd be 1 year, 11 million. Low key, I'm going to seek other options first before we go back to him. And then, like I said, I am actually going to sign JJ Watt to a one, or not JJ Watt, Chandler Jones to a 1 year deal and trade him away. That's what I'm going to do. I think that's, yeah, he said he's going to test free agency. So never mind, we're not getting him back. And obviously, we could franchise tag him technically, but you know what? It is what it is, man. Does franchise tagging him and then trading him away affect my cap space? I really don't know. I don't think it does, but just to be safe, I'm not going to do it today. I might be taking it L by not doing that, but it is what it is. Let's go to free agency. Obviously, we have a lot of positions to fill. This is going to be interesting, obviously. And we're going to also be making some interesting decisions with maybe trading Hopkins and potentially also trading James Conner away. Potentially. We'll see what happens. So we're going to be trading James Conner, a 3rd and a 6th, over to the Kansas City Chiefs for Smith here to be our right guard. That brings in a young right guard to help obviously protect Jalen Hurts as our quarterback right now. And of course, that kind of gives the keys to the running back position to our man, Isaiah Spiller. So that's kind of what I've wanted to accomplish there. And now I'm kind of looking at DeAndre Hopkins at 31 years old. And we're going to see what we can get for him as well. So I'm probably looking for defensive starters, offensive linemen, and draft picks, basically. That's what we're going to be looking for. Hopefully, we're able to find just that. We'll see what happens. So just like that, we're trading DeAndre Hopkins away for Greenlaw, Kinlaw, and a 2nd round pick. I feel like Bill O'Brien right now and not getting a first for DeAndre Hopkins. But we did get 2 very young defensive starters that we kind of really needed. So call me Bill O'Brien all you want. I feel pretty good about the trade I made. At least I didn't get David Johnson, okay? So with all the cap space we have, this is what day one of our offers look like. Jeffrey Simmons, Denzel Ward, Josh Allen, and Darius Slayton. Are we going to get all four? Probably not. But if we could get these three, man, that is just going to make the defense look so much better. It's going to be kind of crazy. I'm really hoping we land 26-year-old Jeffrey Simmons, though. Denzel Ward, of course, would be awesome as well. And then Josh Allen. So if we get 2 out of 3 of these guys, I feel really good about that. And obviously, Darius Slayton would just be another wide receiver coming in around Christian Kirk and Rondale Moore, because obviously we traded D-Hop away. So let's go ahead and see if we get that lucky. And Lamar Jackson is in free agency, but, you know, I don't know, man. Like, I could obviously offer him the contract, and it makes so much sense to do so. But I really do want to just kind of, you know, let Jalen Hurts be that guy. You know, we can almost kind of do everything Lamar Jackson can do. You know, okay, I don't know. Maybe not as good, obviously, but let's just see if we get lucky. Let's see if we can get all those guys, man. Please, Madden, throw me at least 2 out of the 3 or all 4. I would love it. I'd take all, you know, hopefully all those defensive starters come. That is what I'm talking about. We spent our money in free agency, and I think we made it worthwhile. I'm feeling good now. Josh Allen, Denzel Ward, Jeffrey Simmons all come to the Arizona Cardinals. What an absolute W. We are not looking to rebuild. We made some moves, obviously. Offensive line is still in shambles. Don't get me wrong. We definitely need to fix that. But wide receiver core isn't bad. Could use another running back, and then obviously need offensive line. And Jalen Hurts is the quarterback we're rallying around for now. We may change that. Who knows? But man, oh man, am I excited. We need to move Josh Allen to the other side. We have Denzel Ward, McCreary now, and Byron Murphy at corner. It is just a W. It is a W. Let's move Dre Greenlaw, I guess, to the other side. I'm feeling really good about this. This team looks great. We still have cap space as well. So literally we could go for Lamar Jackson. We technically could. But like I said, I kind of want to just stick to, you know, running with Jalen Hurts, kind of seeing how it goes there. So boom, man, this defense looks amazing. Still need an edge rusher. Oh, actually, you know what? No, never mind. What am I talking about? Let's move Leo to the other side. He actually is a left end, so I'm not sure why he's not showing up over there, but whatever. Come on, put Leo on the other side. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That is exactly what I'm talking about. This defense looks reinvented, in my opinion. Let's go. Offense is where we're lacking a little bit. Quarterback, offensive line is kind of obviously where we're kind of needing, you know, the most help. But hey, wide receiver, running back is fine. Offensive line is kind of where we need to obviously upgrade, but there's not a ton of good offensive linemen out there, so not really sure how we're going to get better there, but we'll figure it out. So we've gotten to the 2023 NFL draft, and this time I actually have a user-created 2023 draft class, so I really don't know what to expect here. Obviously, these are 2023 prospects, so probably not going to know any of them, to be honest with you. I'm not a college football watcher, and nor do I pay attention to that kind of stuff, but I will tell you, though, we're going to try our best to draft somebody who makes sense to this roster. So we need an offensive line the most. That's what I want with my first round pick. So are there any good offensive linemen available? So you have Marcus Dumerville, and we also have Tate Rattledge, or however you say his name. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we need, no, one or the other. B lead block, A run block. So we do need a tackle, and then tackles are more important than guards, obviously. Kind of protects the edge. So one of these two guys is probably going to be the guy I go for. I'm not going to lie. So what do we want to do here? So we got Tate, also who we also scouted. So B awareness, C pass block, C run, or B run block, I should say. And then A stamina. So, I mean, either way, I don't think we could go wrong with either of these guys. I'm going to go ahead and draft a tackle, I guess, just because that position's a little, you know, a little bit more needed. So he's out of LSU. Welcome, Marcus Dumerville. You're going to be protecting Jalen Hurts. So hopefully you're able to help us out with that. And then maybe we get lucky enough to draft a guard in round 2. So let's see if we can make that happen. We actually have 2 second-round picks, and they're actually pretty close together. Or what we could technically do is flip one of these picks and potentially, go ahead and trade for a guard, potentially. So we do have Jalen Rivers here out of Miami. Let's see what he looks like. C pass block. He is a top fit for us. A run block power. B lead block. He actually doesn't look too bad. So welcome to the team, Jalen Rivers. He is a normal development. L. That sucks, but it's all right. And then let's go to our next user pick here at round 10, or not round 10, obviously, with the 10th pick. And then I'm going to make this selection. I'm going to be done here in the 2023 draft because obviously I don't know exactly what I'm doing. But we have Jermaine Burton here. Wouldn't mind drafting a wide receiver, obviously. We just drafted a guard. Our wide receiver room isn't the best, so we could potentially use a guy to develop. We got A deep route for Jermaine Burton, A juke move, D catch in traffic, C spectacular catch. Jermaine Burton, yeah, let's go. Welcome to Arizona, my friend. Another weapon for Jalen Hurts. All right, man. that is going to be our team going in this next season. We've obviously done a pretty good job, I think. So hopefully this team can maybe make the playoffs here in season number 2. So this is what the rotation is going to look like here for season number 2. We obviously have a pretty young offensive line, so that, obviously could hurt us in the long run. Wide receiver weapons are solid. We also got a 75 overall out of the draft, which is just fantastic. So I love that. Jalen Hurts, Taylor Heineke, Isaiah Spiller here as our running back. Very young as well, Dalton Schultz. And then obviously the defense, we did a fantastic job of putting together in the offseason. So kind of just hoping, obviously, that this team can make the postseason. Jalen Hurts, we're rallying around you, my friend. We're a 91 overall defense, only an 81 overall offense. Or yeah, 80 overall offense. So don't know, what to really expect this season, but let's just go ahead and see what happens. Hopefully, like I said, this team can make the playoffs. Defense wins championships. Let's get it. So once again, only went 7-10. Disappointing season, and not in the playoffs, obviously. And yeah, it sucks. It definitely sucks we didn't make it. We're still a little bit of a young team, though, so I guess that's good in its own right. But maybe it's time to change the quarterback position. We gave Jalen Hurts some chances. Yeah, it's definitely time. 16 touchdowns, 12 interceptions is not going to do it for me. Isaiah Spiller, 927 yards, 15 touchdowns. So yeah, Hurts, you're gone. I'm sorry. Slayton, 1,000 yards, so that ended up being pretty good. Rondale Moore, 900, 700, 600. Isaiah Spiller, and then Burton didn't get much time. So that sucks, but he is a star development. So, and then defensively, if we take a look, but it is very clear. Josh Allen came in and was a beast. Jeffrey Simmons, obviously, as well. 5.5, 4.5. But it is very, very obvious that it is time to move on from Jalen Hurts. And Denzel Ward was a stud as well. So I think Jalen Hurts is holding this team back. Byron Murphy also defensive touchdown. We need to change the quarterback. It's pretty clear. Offense was terrible. So let's get a quarterback this offseason, and I promise you this team's going to be going places. So we're actually walking in this offseason with pretty good amount of money, and we obviously have Jalen Hurts here, who I do not want to bring back. So, and we only have like 2 free agents pending here. So obviously want both of them back. I want the defense to stay intact. So let's make sure we get Isaiah Simmons back. He's back. That's a W. And I do want Kinlaw back as well on the defensive line. So we're going to have about $50 million after these 2 are signed. And literally all we need to put in here is maybe better offensive linemen. That could help. And of course, a quarterback. And then this team should be ready to wreak havoc on the league. At least I'd like to think. Let's go ahead and take a look at what this team's about to look like. So if we can plug in a quarterback, it is literally plug and play. Like I said, it's going to be solid. But can we get a quarterback is the question. I really don't know what this free agency class is about to look like. So hopefully there's a good quarterback out here. But Heineke is obviously not the guy I want to start. Center wise, like offensive line is young and it's not bad. Wide receivers are great. I like Isaiah Spiller. And then defensively, if we take a look, we got, like I said, defense is still great. We really don't need to focus on the defense. Really what we need to focus on is quarterback and offensive linemen. So quarterback's the most important thing this offseason. And with $50 million, we should be able to do pretty much anything we need to do. So Jalen Hurts, clearly not the guy. Let's get a quarterback. Please be a good quarterback out here. Justin Herbert? Are you kidding me? I obviously could have done this last year and just signed Lamar Jackson. But I am so content. I mean, honestly, I wanted to give Jalen Hurts a chance. It didn't work out. So I realize that now. I'm ready to move on. I'm not saying a 35-year-old Russell Wilson. I do want to go ahead and take a look at what offensive lineman we have available to us, though, if that's something we could get out here. So let's take a look what might be out here. I mean, I don't mind our offensive line. Low-key just kind of needed center, but that's not really available to us, unfortunately. Shaq Mason, Trey Turner. So, okay. I mean, I'm clearly 100% going for Justin Herbert to be our quarterback. No doubt in my mind. No questions asked. And he's going to be actually, never mind. He's not going to be a lot cheaper, but we need to get him. Justin Herbert, I need you, my friend. I need you to be a Oh, we're not going to. Okay, let me restructure this. Average annual salary cannot exceed. Okay, hold on. Oh, never mind. I'm tripping. All right, let's do that. Average annual salary cannot exceed the league maximum. Restructure, offer, and try again. Okay, I'm confused. What am I doing wrong here? Let's move it down even further. Annual bonus cannot exceed the league maximum. Do I need to bring it down quite a bit? Now 81 total point offer. Okay, what can I do? Okay, so we're still way better than the other teams. Okay, so I mean, whatever. We're still gonna have a little bit of cap space, I guess, left over. We need a kicker, and we also need a punter, I noticed. So we're gonna go for Younghoe Koo to be our kicker. And then punter wise, I'll just let the CPU. I guess Johnny Hecker's sitting here, so we can offer Jenny. You know what? Actually, I'm going to go for a center. I have Justin Herbert, Younghoe Koo, hopefully in my back pocket. We're going to use this other draft pick that I may have to get a center, and we'll be ready to complete this Arizona Cardinals rebuild, in my opinion. So trading 3 of my picks in this upcoming draft for Lloyd Cushenberry to be my center. I do not care. So W, bring him in. Love it. All right, man. Give me Justin Herbert. Inject Justin Herbert in my veins here in Arizona. We lost Kyler Murray. Let's get Justin Herbert to replace him, hopefully. Please don't reject my contract, Herbert. You are my only hope. Younghoe Koo accepted. Justin Herbert has not accepted yet. Okay. Herbert, I am begging you, my friend. Please, I'm begging you. Give me Justin Herbert. I can't do it without you. So he has not accepted. I'm going to increase the offer, see if I can increase it a little bit. We can, I guess. I don't know what this is all about, but whatever. So we increased it a little bit, I think. So we're still far in front of Carolina. Herbert, please accept this contract, my friend. I need you here to be my quarterback. We need you so badly. It's not even funny. And he accepted. We got Justin Herbert to be our quarterback. We're going to this next season. We're wreaking havoc on the league. Let's get it. How on earth do we go 4-13 after all of that we've done throughout this whole video? What sense does that make? You cannot be serious. How on earth did we go 4-13? I cannot even fathom what I'm looking at right now. We went 4-13 with this roster. Are you actually serious right now? We brought in Justin Herbert and everything else. Put together a great defense last offseason, have plenty of weapons on offense, and we only went 4-13. I don't even care to look at the stats. I'm literally done. I just wanted to show you guys. I'm done, man. 4-13 for this team is a joke. Arizona, you're probably not going to be trading Kyler Murray. I hope you guys aren't. I'm done, man. I can't go any further. I don't even care to look at the stats. It's over. We went 4-13. What do I care about? I'm done.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.